So many of our guests come down in the morning and say, how in the world did you come up with the name Biscuit Hill? And it's a little bit of a long story, but I'll try and make it as fast as I can. My mother passed away with cancer, and 3 months after she passed away, we bought the property, and I began the process of trying to pick out a name for the bed and breakfast. There was only land here at the time, and so I passed around pictures of the hills and the deer and everything, and all of my friends emailed me 120 names to pick from. Through a process over a month, we had pared down to 3 names. The night before we were to pick out the name from the 120, I had a very vivid dream. I woke up knowing every single thing of the dream, and there were guests walking down our staircase, and they were going, oh, Biscuit Hill this and Biscuit Hill that. And since the dream was so vivid, I picked Biscuit Hill, and I had to email all my friends and tell them, sorry, thanks for all your time, but I'm picking Biscuit Hill. I think my mom has told me something from heaven. And so that's where we got the name Biscuit Hill. And some of my friends thought it was corny, and other of them thought it was great. And then they all said, well, you better know how to fix biscuits if you're going to have the name Biscuit Hill. So fortunately, my grandmother, who owned a restaurant, had taught me how to cook and make biscuits. So I'm very fortunate there. I think personally I'm a good biscuit baker. The other thing about Biscuit Hill is that we're central to the Texas Hill Country Wine Trail. And many of our guests love to come here and then make us the stopping off point, and then they can go to the various vineyards and wineries in the area. We provide an information stand here at Biscuit Hill so that you can see all the different winery and vineyard rack cards and all the other important things to do in the area. Of course, there's Schlitterbahn. It happens to be the United States' most favorite water park, and we're lucky to have it here in New Braunfels. We have Natural Bridge Caverns, and it's great. It's one of the best caverns east of Carlsbad. Then we have the Wildlife Ranch, so if you've got kids or even if you just enjoy animals, it's great to drive through the wildlife park. If you come in the spring, sometimes you might get to see a baby being born. My husband and I got to see a baby being born one year when we went. The other major thing, if you are into adventure, we have Wimberley Zip Line. It's only 20 miles from the house, and it's a 30-mile course. And so there are different levels, so that you start off as a novice and then you go to the more advanced lines. We have 7 rooms here in the main house. We have 2 downstairs and 5 upstairs. Our Lone Star mini suite is also wheelchair accessible. It has a private hot tub and a shower for 2. It also has a lake view from both the hot tub deck and its setting deck. Our Americana suite is a nod to our heritage here in the United States, and it's done from like the 1800s heritage look. We then go upstairs, and the front room is our garden room. It's just gorgeous. Everyone that goes in there loves the blue walls. It's so serene, and especially the king bed that my husband made. It also has a private hot tub with a lake view. Across from the garden room is the Highland room, and it's named after my heritage. I'm Scotch-Irish, and therefore I chose the Highland name for the room. Many of the amenities of the room actually come from Scotland and Ireland. My sister-in-law brought them over for me. Then the room down from there is our Victorian room. It is decorated with my family heirlooms, and many of the pictures in the room show our family. One of the pictures behind the bed in the room actually is a picture of my grandmother's childhood home. All the guests that stay in the Victorian room come down to breakfast and ask me, how long did it take you to revitalize the house? And I go, well, I built it from scratch. And they go, it's not the house above our bed? And I go, no. And without knowing it, I actually designed my grandmother's childhood home, and it wasn't until a guest pointed it out to me that I even knew I'd done that. 2 fireplaces, 2 front porches, and everything. I couldn't believe it. Then down from there is our vineyard room. It gives a nod to the area with all of the vineyards that we have here. It's lush and luxurious. It is done in a Tuscan theme. And then across the hall from there is our master suite, and we call it the Captain's Bay. And it gives the look of a Martha's Vineyard area up in Cape Cod and all of those areas up north. It has a view of the lake. It has a jacuzzi for 2, and of course it has a king bed and a beautiful porch, private porch to sit on. That room has a DVD flat screen TV as well, so you can lay in bed and enjoy your flat screen. After you leave Biscuit Hill, our house next door supports our Creekside Cabin Suite, and it's done in a craftsman style. It is 3 rooms, a huge front porch. It has a private fire pit, grill, and it has a private hot tub and outdoor shower, which happens to be a guest favorite. You haven't showered until you showered outside. So come enjoy any of our rooms and suites, because I know any one of them will be exactly right for you. We hope to see you soon.